Welcome, everyone. Lovely to be with you. Let us start tonight's foot circle meditation by raising our Kundalini and placing ourselves in Bandhan. Just taking a few deep breaths, taking our attention inside just before we put our feet into our buckets. Let's just settle our attention on our breath, first of all. See how we're feeling. Just see on our hands what we're feeling. Just paying attention to ourselves for the minute. A few deep breaths, a few more deep breaths. Let's just vibrate our water buckets. We can say the mantra to Shri Samudra Devata. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Samudra Devata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's keep our feet in our bucket. Just raising our Kundalini through the central channel a few times, touching our Sahasrara. Just keeping our hand on our Sahasrara, we can just rotate our scalp. We can ask Shri Mataji, please come in my heart. And please let me dwell in the Sahasrara with all the divine beings. And keeping our attention there, we can have our hands on our lap. We'll say the mantra of Shri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. And just from our heart, we can ask Shri Mataji, in your form of little Shri Ganesha, please remove all the obstacles to our ascent. So now let's check collectively what's the vibrations for us to clear tonight. So something, if you're feeling something, you can just pop that suggestion in the chat. Or you can WhatsApp message if you're on YouTube. So all communication channels are there for you. All right. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Kimberly. Let's start with the Ganesha Atharvashesha. So I do have a video where we can see the words as well, so we can say it. And that's quite good just to start clearing. Join in when you see.
त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वतो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वतस्तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमेष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरपो अनलो अनिलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वं योगिनो जयन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा स्वं विष्णु स्वं रुद्रा स्वम् इन्द्रा स्वम् अग्नि स्वं वायु स्वं सूर्या स्वं चन्द्रमा स्वं ब्रह्मा भूर्भुवः स्वरों गणादीन् पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादीन् तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वारः परातरः अर्धेन्दुलसितं तारेण रुद्धम् एतत्तवमनुस्वरूपं ककारः पूर्वारूपम् आकारो मध्यमारूपम् अनुस्वाराश्चान्त्यारूपम् बिन्दुरुदरारूपम् नादः सन्धानं सहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेशा विद्या गणका ऋषिः निषद् गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ती प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशम् अङ्कुशधारिणं प्रदं च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्रणं मूषध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धनुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणम् अच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्टयादो प्रकृते पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं सः योगी योगिनां वरः नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदामूर्तये नमो नमः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः.
So for the center heart now, we'll say some of the 108 names of Shri Durga Mata. We won't say 108. We'll say a dozen or so. And we'll do the short form, and then we'll say Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji at the end. So I'll say the English, then we'll say which name it is as to that. Anyway. You are the daughter of King Daksha and first wife of Sri Shiva, who consumed herself with fire, having all the qualities of a devoted wife and being the most excellent abode of truth, Sri Sati. Om Shri Sati Namo Namaha. The bearer of all virtues, Sri Sadvi. Om Shri Sadvi Namo Namaha. loved by Sri Shiva, or Sri Bhavaprita. Om Shri Bhavaprita Namo Namaha. The very amiable consort of Sri Shiva, Sri Bhavani. Om Shri Bhavani Namo Namaha. The one who releases us from worldly existence, Sri Bhava Mochani. Om Shri Bhava Mochani Namo Namaha. Most honorable and noble, Sri Arya. Om Shri Arya Namo Namaha. The goddess who is hard to attain, Sri Durga. Om Shri Durga Namo Namaha. The goddess of victory, Sri Jaya. Om Shri Jaya Namo Namaha. The primordial goddess, Sri Adya. Om Shri Adya Namo Namaha. Three-eyed, Sri Trinetra. Om Shri Trinetra Namo Namaha. The wielder of the trident, Sri Shuladharini. Om Shri Shuladharini Namo Namaha. The one who bears Sri Shiva's bow called Pinaka, Sri Pinaka Dharini. Om Shri Pinaka Dharini Namo Namaha. Of many excellent forms, Sri Chitra. Om Shri Chitra Namo Namaha. Ringing a mighty bell to instill fear in evildoers. Om Shri Chandraganta. Om Shri Chandraganta Namo Namaha. Just a few more. The one who practices great austerities, Sri Mahatapa. Om Shri Mahatapa Namo Namaha. The psyche as the combination of heart and mind, Sri Manasi. Om Shri Manasi Namo Namaha. The intellect and understanding, Sri Buddhi. Om Shri Buddhi Namo Namaha. And the last one, the sense of individuality, the illusion of ego, Sri Ahamkara. Om Shri Ahamkara Namo Namaha. Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. And let's raise our Kundalini just with the one hand through the central channel up to the Sahasrara. A couple more times. And taking down the ego and the superego, the hands are crossed, holding the ego and superego, uncrossing at the agya and sweeping down the two channels into the bucket. Do that again. Hands are crossed, uncross them, sweeping down. Last time. And then sweeping for them from the swadhisthans from behind, down the legs. And again, just massaging those two swadhisthans. And let's just keep our two hands open on our lap. Just see how we're feeling now collectively. Just put the hand on the center heart and do Jai Jagadamba. Jai Jagadamba, 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 Jagadamba. I think that's 12. I may have lost count. A few deep breaths. It's feeling nice and cool for me. I hope you're all feeling the same. Let's just rinse our feet. Take our bucket away or put it to one side. Just playing the Shiva hum from Raya while we put our buckets aside. So we'll continue on now with the Mahalakshmi Puja talk that we heard on Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? Yes. And then we'll meditate a bit after that. And don't forget, of course, if there's any bandhans you feel we need to do, then just pop that in the chat or in a WhatsApp direct message.
So the Mahalakshmi Tattva went up to say Christ, up to that point, and still people have not gone into the subtler side of that. They are still on the banks, moving towards the banks, not in the center of it. In Sahaja Yoga, what happens is that the pure desire, that is Kundalini, is kept at the beginning of the life, just at the beginning of the life, when you are not even a human being. Even below is carbon, and all the journey from carbon onwards is to be retraced again through the Kundalini. All this journey that you did on the superficial level of this Mahalakshmi stream has to be redone in the innermost way, to penetrate through all these subtler centers which are inside the stream, not outside. Because if you are on the outside, you always go to the banks. From where you cannot see any banks, there is no attention that could be taken to the banks, but you move further, like a jet. And this Kundalini is the one, that's the true desire. But your attention has to be on the target. Even if you say that the Kundalini is the moving force, still, where is your attention? Still your attention is on the bank, so you come up again superficially. You come and just float superficially and then again jump onto some bank. Then again I'll have to put you down inside the water, go inside. Again go back to the Kundalini. Again start your journey. But from the very beginning, steadfast if you move towards the target, towards the spirit, then I have no problem. But it doesn't happen with human beings. They are so much used to the attraction of the banks that they always come up, float, go to the banks, and again sometimes settle down there or again come back. So the journey is upward, downward, upward. Though the movement of the Kundalini could be such that you jump like a jet and set down there. The day that starts, I'll be the happiest person, because it is too much sometimes for me to make this kind of a journey 4 times up and down with everyone, because of the so-called attachments they have outside. The inner movement with a detached mind, if they accept a situation and they decide within themselves that I am going to do like this, I have decided on this, they can work it out. But it's not so. Mostly the attitude should be that mother is like a mirror. And we have a mirror in front of us, so we know how we are proceeding. So, in the mirror, if I see myself like this, better get rid of it and go ahead. But on the contrary, if mother says something to someone that this is so, then they feel hurt and again float up. The mirror has to say something. Supposing you have some spot on your face, the mirror is not going to please you, it will say it is there. So you don't hit the mirror and you just don't get angry with the mirror, do you? You see that you clear yourself because you don't want to have any spots. But just the other way, what happens with people, I've seen that if you tell them anything or you just tell them this is wrong, they'll first explain, argue this thing, and if it doesn't work out, then they will just get angry with Sahaja Yoga and give. As if they are obliging Sahaja Yoga, as if they are obliging mother. Actually, you are obliging yourself. You are not obliging anyone. Or if you take up that kind of an attitude, then only you will realize that you have to move forward without looking left or right. So we have had many experiences, quite funny. If you look back, you can see that you have been sometimes Romeo and Juliets, sometimes you have been money-minded people, sometimes you have been quarreling, fighting, arguing tired, all kinds we have had. But those who forget all this and shoot off towards the goal are the best and the most sensible. They are the most selfish people because they know what selfishness is. All the rest are stupid because they are losing their time. There are some people I've seen who also try to use Sahaja Yoga for making money or making something for Sahaja Yoga sort of thing and making some money out of it or sort of thing. You better make yourself. It's the best way. And enjoy it in a way that makes you happy and makes others happy in the Sahaja stream. But getting out of the Sahaja stream and doing something is again coming out of that innermost channel of Brahmanadi. Outward, again floating, going to the banks, again going down. Because every time you go down like that, you have to start your Kundalini again back. It's a very difficult thing. And the force of the Kundalini gets spent. So one has to understand that if you have to do this journey, you have to be a determined person. You have to be a disciplined person, yourself. Nobody should tell you that discipline yourself, do this, do that. You have to do. What others are doing, first is the attention is there. I mean, even if somebody brings it here, everybody's attention must go there. What is there to see? But this is nothing, this is very, very superfluous thing. But even serious things should not attract your attention. Your attention should be on the solution of all the solutions. Blessing of all the blessings. The emancipation of all the emancipations. You shouldn't worry about anything else, you just worry about that connection which is being established and nothing else, everything is looked after. It is as simple as that. If this connection is broken, the simple thing is to keep the connection on. What's the use of polishing this, doing that? Are you going to get the connection back? This is a simple, practical thing we forget. And once we start forgetting that practical side, we become retarded in our progress. And what we find, wherever we are there. Like in this Kolhapur, I would say, when I come, you'll see tonight, there will be a huge crowd, very huge crowd, always we have. Out of them, how many really take up this journey? Very few. Doesn't matter, you shouldn't mind it. Because they are not wise yet. But those who become wise, who take up the journey, also in between Jack in the box, they come out. Suddenly I find somebody floating. We are going through the submarine and they just jet out. This is how it has happened with all our journey. And at this place when we have arrived here, not by plane, not by car, not by roads, but through the innermost core of our heart, we have arrived. The Brahmanadi. We have arrived at Kolhapur, at Mahalakshmi's point, through the most innermost part. And that's how we are here. So we look at this place in a very gross manner. That's our old habits. But the new habit should be vibration-wise. Where are we? What is this? Once you develop this, I can definitely completely transform this Kolhapur into another place. You are like my channels. When you go with me, I use you as my channels. But what I find that the channels are sometimes crooked, sometimes broken, sometimes there are holes, and the energy is wasted. So it is the duty of all the Sahajogis who are traveling with me especially, is to be the channel. But if you take an attitude that you are here as guests, you are to be looked after, the arrangement should be good, that should be good, then there's no meaning to your traveling. You are traveling like saints who traveled with Buddha, even much more, because they did not do anything. But you are the channels. So as you are the channels, you have to keep your channels open, efficient, and you should work it out. Today is a special day for all of you. It is called as Mahabij, the day of Mahabij. Means all the mantras have a bij, and the Mahabij of that is Omkara himself. Omkara. And in the first place, this Omkara was like an egg, Brahman. They call it Brahman. The whole Brahma becomes and of course when they say Brahmanda, even Sanskrit people don't know that they are talking of an egg. Brahmanda, the under of Brahma. That is the first piece. And how this Brahma, these vibrations, how they were created. In the first place, when the Devi separated from Shiva, before that she had gone round him, as you know. And then Shiva told her, Sadashiva told her that you have to now create. And the separation took place. So he came out of that pradakshina, or you can call it the elliptical form. And when he came out of it, that created a kind of a sound. Sound that had this Brahma in it. So that Brahma was left in that area. As I have told you that first the Devi went round Sadashiva and created a garland. That garland had covered Shiva in it, like the new.
I'll just meditate on that for a little while. And let's raise our Kundalini and give ourselves a bandhan collectively. We have one bandhan request. So let's give a bandhan to Sarthak, and that's spelled Sarthak for Sarthak's job and mental health. Sarthak. It's getting cooler. Thank you, everyone. We've got a concert, Ganapatapule, and it's a Kawali group performing before Shri Mataji in 1996. We'll just play that for about 10 minutes. And otherwise, we'll see you on Monday. Night all. Thanks so much for joining.
संसार हर को पूजे, हजरत अमर खुसरो फरमाते हैं कि संसार हर को पूजे, गुरु को जगत सराहे, और काबे में कोई ढूंढे, काशी में कोई चाहे, दुनिया में अपने बीजे पैया बरूं न काहे, दुनिया में अपने बीजे पैया बरूं न काहे, ये दुनिया भर से माता जी के चाहने वाले, मानने वाले यहाँ आए और मौजूद है माता जी के लेते ही नाम माता का तूफान हट गया, लेते ही नाम माता का तूफान हट गया, लेते ही नाम माता का तूफान
All right, we'll just stop it there. It is a 3-hour concert after all. Fun times. We've just got a couple more bandhans to do before we finish up, if that's okay. So we have Zazen. That's spelled Z-A-Z-E-N. So let's give a bandhan to Zazen to encourage seeking. Nice and cool, nice and quickly. And then the other one is for Chaya, C-H-H-A-Y-A. Also nice and cool. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for your company and your lovely vibrations, and join you next time. Good night, all.